This is Alex. He's a roommate and longtime friend and also collaborator of mine. My first question for you is, am I a leader?
Yes and no.
Uh,
So my garden teacher would characterize you as neither a leader or a follower, but you're sort of both a leader and a follower, in my opinion.
In what ways does that encourage you to be a leader when I am being a follower?
Oh, okay. So maybe, potentially, by being a follower, you can lead the leaders and influence them. And in the past fiascos that you've led and orchestrated, it seems like there wasn't a clear dictatorship or like hierarchy of leadership, and you kind of drew everyone into the correct place as a leader in that event.
Do you think that there's a difference between the first leader, the first person, and the first follower? And who has the most influence? Sorry for taking your point. Well, actually, this is mostly a question for my other friend, Julia. She was gonna make this exact point, and I'm curious about the idiosyncrasies of it.
Sure. Okay, so we're in an improv dance class,
Uh-huh.
and we learned about the concept of the first follower, which actually requires like almost more strength than being a leader, because it requires putting you. A leader is just like a lone crazy person until the first follower comes up, and then they're a leader. And I think Sam's pretty good at being the first follower, putting himself in a position of vulnerability for a moment so that everybody can get involved later down the road.
Are there instances where I have influenced you to act differently in this class? Where I have taken a leadership role?
Yeah. Totally.
Okay. What is convincing about a leader?
What? Their confidence,
Purely confidence.
pretty much.
Huh. They don't have to have a actual legitimate thing that they're backing that
No,
makes
not
sense.
at all.
Really?
You could pretty much get anyone to do anything if you do it with confidence.
Sure. Confidence is
Confidence is key.
confidence is key. Okay.
No way. I totally disagree with that.
Right.
I think that as a leader, you have to connect with the people who will be future followers. And if you distance yourself too far, then they'll be like my family who think I'm crazy.
Hmm.
But, I don't know, because you're crazy. Maybe.
What do you think about different styles of leadership? Such as you can be a coaching leader, you could be a delegating leader, a directing or a supporting leader. These are all different forms of leadership. What forms do you think that you take? And for that question, it'll be directed over to my dear friend Shane Linden.
Well, I was thinking about it a little bit while you were talking, and the example I had of your leadership abilities was when we went up to your cabin up north, that in a trip that you arranged and got everyone to go up to your place, and that was something to me that was. It wasn't a kind of leadership where you were telling people what to do. It's not like you were planning everyone's days around doing a certain thing, but rather you were creating an environment where people felt comfortable doing what they wanted to do. And I think that's a style of leadership, in that you're empowering others to do something that they would prefer to do, rather than just telling them what to do themselves. And that was something that you did very well. It's like creating a welcoming environment for that type of expression to come out.
Sure.
Yeah, get some
Wow. Yeah, that's a great form of leadership.
That's a great form of
Thank you,
leadership
Shane.
because like the confidence leadership that's something that's special.
different.
Like that's hard to do though too, and that takes like a very forceful, confident like personality. And it's not that you don't have that, but I just don't think that that's really quite you. It's
Yeah.
that type of
It's like
leadership.
a hormonal leadership where a beehive isn't told anything to do. They just have hormones in the air that kind of swarm them in a particular direction or something.
Sure.
And
Sure.
that's definitely what I saw at the cabin for you.
Mm.
Interesting.
Do you think of yourself as a leader?
At times, I think when I'm happy, I'm more of a leader.
Mm.
That's a good point.
I think Alex is a really good like one-on-one leader.
Yeah.
Like he can direct when two people are together. He can definitely direct things where to go.
And I think Shane is more of an overt group leader, but yeah, definitely one-on-one. I'm more of a leader that way.
In what instances can your interpersonal relationships be considered leadership?
You said you don't really feel like a leader in those situations. You feel like it's more of just emotional connection.
Well, yeah, but also like me talking about what I need or what I want. That's just like you kind of valuing yourself, right? Which I don't think of as like leaders. That's not how I usually view leadership, as like an extreme value of self. But maybe it is.
Do you think if it's related though to your relationship with another person, then it becomes more of a leadership issue? Because like
Right.
their personhood is tied in with yours, and in a sort of relationship where both of you are putting things in, and if you're kind of trying to define your end of that, while they're maybe not, like none of you are really defining it,
Yeah.
but then you
Yeah.
go out of their way to be like,
Yes.
look, this is kind of where I'm at, this is how I see things.
Right. It's like
Maybe
if
that
there's
is a type of
two
leadership.
things that's like they're just kind of parallel moving and no one's really
Yeah.
doing anything about it. It just requires somebody to be like, wait, no, like let's
Yeah, I
let's
think
talk.
this is what comes back to the whole confidence thing and how this can go along, is that a big part of interpersonal relationships is in that parallel situation where you're both kind of going the same way but you're not really communicating, is being confident in yourself, of putting yourself out there in a position where you could be potentially rejected.
Yeah.
And that's something that I read this in a book recently, that like the mark of a mature relationship is the ability to both reject your partner but also be rejected by your partner. And that's something where I feel,
Yeah.
after hearing that, I
Yeah.
feel much more willing to be like, look, this is where I'm at with my life, this is what I want, these are my wants and desires, but you don't have to accept those. And the big thing with a leader, I think, is then empowering the other person to reject you in
Yeah.
some way. And
Yeah.
that's just a very weird thing.
No, I totally feel that. I actually recently experienced that. Like, I just was kind of like rude to Zoe, and like she got mad at me, as she should have, and you know she like didn't want to like talk to me for like just the night. She's fine now, but like you know it's like you but I didn't push. You know you just kind of leave space for them to feel whatever emotions they're going to feel, and you don't say, no, you need to feel this certain way about what I did. Like, you just let them be.
Yeah.
And I think that is also empowering to be like, you can feel however you're going to feel about me, and that's not, you know.
I'm sure it takes confidence though to say that, to be like, oh, you can feel whatever you want about me, because that's a vulnerable place
Well,
to put yourself.
I didn't say that to her, but I mean, yeah. Feel whatever you want. I'm going to my room.